hype time, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. A Nintendo Direct is happening tomorrow, the 9th of February at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you guys already know we're going to have the HMK live Nintendo Direct reaction hype party. But of course, we got to get our predictions out because it's happening tomorrow. And the hype is high because they said they're going to focus on 40 minutes of games that are releasing in the first half of 2022. Now, of course, you guys already know. So don't be sad at that type of, announcement that Breath of the Wild 2 may or may not be there, because they said that a lot, and they say mostly focus on that. Like, all the time they have either one or two things, usually at the end, in order to hype up people past the future of what they decide to, reveal. But they're going to definitely focus on a couple of games that are going to be releasing from now until June. And then, of course, at June is E3, if it's still alive, and then we're going to have, our reveals there. It's going to be good. It's going to be grand. But I want to believe that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be there. So we're going to bookend this prediction video, starting with Breath of the Wild 2, ending with Breath of the Wild 2. I feel that we're going to get some sort of small reveal, an update from HylianHikkikomori, probably towards the end of the Direct, in order to let us know that, hey, Breath of the Wild 2 is still slated for 2022, like all the documents said it would, and possibly give us like a month, if not a month, a time of the year release within 2022. Like either, November 2022, or they're probably gonna do something like winter, or winter 2022, or holiday 2022, or fall 2022. Oh man, fall. That would make me fall. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be grand. But then at the same time, when talking about Zelda, a lot of people have been, hoping that we're gonna get possibly ports of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD to the Switch. That could be happening early this year in order to finally get that big grand setup for Breath of the Wild 2 at the end of the year. And, I feel like Nintendo would have the capability to do that, especially since we got a 35th anniversary for Zelda. But that would be cool, it's like, to get you guys prepared, once again, go back to the waters and the mountains of Hyrule with Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD to complete your HD set of Skyward Sword HD. What have you. But another thing I feel that's going to be very, very important when it comes to this Nintendo Direct is I feel they're going to dedicate like 10 minutes to Splatoon 3, because I feel it's going to be Nintendo's like big summer game, big competitive summer game. They're going to dedicate a little segment to that. They're going to have the producer of Splatoon 3 come out. He's going to do his pose. He's going to have his his squid and octopus research tablet, segment or whatever. And hopefully we'll see what happened to Pearl and Marina, because we kind of know what happens to Marie and Callie when it comes to Splatoon 3. But I want to know what happens to Pearl and Marina, because it's thanks to y'all that Team Chaos won. We could have had order. We could have had the future. We could have had buildings and technology, but nah, y'all wanted sand. You guys know what you did. So I want to see more updates on that. Splatoon 3, I feel, is going to be a very safe bet. Moving forward, Kingdom Hearts on the Switch, the cloud versions, is probably going to have a little segment. They're going to, drum up some hype for those cloud versions, because they do release the next day after the Direct, literally the day after Direct. So they're going to be like, Kingdom Hearts Integrum Master Collection is available on the Switch tomorrow. And then you can download the demo today. They're going to do that whole thing. Watch. But it'll be cool to see Kingdom Hearts on a Nintendo Direct. I don't know if they're going to have anything new beyond that. Probably not. They're probably going to talk about the Switch Keyblade, Advent Red, but that's probably going to be it. Now, another thing they're probably going to focus a little bit on is Monster Hunter Sunbreak? It's Sunbreak, right? Yeah, Sunbreak. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, the DLC, which is a big deal within Monster Hunter fans in the community and whatnot. And if I remember correctly, that DLC is supposed to be out before June, right? Relatively soon, or is it? Whatever. But they're probably gonna have some sort of segment dedicated to that, and then they're probably gonna roll into Bayonetta 3, possibly Metroid Dread DLC, and then maybe, just maybe, they'll like hype up or get an identity going for Pokemon Legends Arceus DLC, which, by the way, I've been playing that game like almost nonstop, and it's gonna be good. They're probably gonna talk a lot more about Kirby and the Forgotten Land, but the thing is that's really, weirdly, wildly like hype about this direct specifically is that we're gonna be going a lot into the unknown when it comes to Nintendo's own games, and we know a bit about their third-party games and content or whatever, but like going forward into the first half of 2022 is, you know, Splatoon 3 if it does come around summer, Kirby, Pokemon Legends Arceus already released, Bayonetta 3, Breath of the Wild 2 is releasing in 2022, but we don't know exactly when. So they gonna have to do a bunch of reveals in order to get us, you know, like understood about the content in the games. 40 minutes of stuff of games focused on before that of 2022, the first half, right? And you know, Kingdom Hearts, it's Kingdom Hearts. You know, I like, wow, that's so weird for me saying that because one, it's the games already come out. Two is the cloud version, so I'm like, Kingdom Hearts is Kingdom Hearts. Unless they show us something new, which they're probably not gonna because the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event is happening in April. What they're gonna show there is gonna be pretty standard. I'll be surprised if we got any surprises linked to that of Kingdom Hearts. They're probably gonna talk about a little bit more, you know, to get like the final push out for people to like actually get the game and whatnot. Chocobo Racing GP, and I feel when it comes to the last segment of this Nintendo Direct, when it comes to the hype, when it comes to like, you know, going beyond that of the first half of 2022, because they do that. They focus like the big chunk of the Direct is like first half of 2022, and then like a small chunk either like spread between them or right at the end is okay, but this is what's coming after, you know. Breath of the Wild 2, once again, new trailer, possibly some gameplay, maybe. Dude, please, God, give me, it's 2022 Nintendo, this game is releasing this year, give us a name, alright? Maybe a name, a possible release window, or whatever, I'll be good with that, and then that'll be a good way to end, and then another good way to end, something like, if they're not going to do Breath of the Wild 2, is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Now, that's something that a lot of people have been looking forward to. Like, please let this happen. There's been leaks, there's been rumors, there have been talk about one of the Xenoblade composers saying that there's going to be like a big deal, like a big reveal on the project that they're working on. It's going to be revealed this month, and it's a Nintendo Direct, and it's Xenoblade, and please, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm just, at least Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or Monolith Soft's new project that looks a lot like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, if you ask me. Like, you know, that would be good, that would be grand. And then there's a lot of people talking in the whispers about the possibility of Atlus's new Persona project or anything Persona related from Atlus. We already know that Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is coming to the Switch, and then a lot of people are believing that thanks to the rumors that have been going on, that Persona 4 Golden, which I'm currently playing right now, and it's a banger, that it's gonna come out to the Switch. And you know, I'll be down for that. But, you know, I'm not saying it can't happen because, of course, the game came from PlayStation 2 over to Steam, and then it was on PSP. But I feel that Atlus doesn't want... Well, at the same time, no. I was going to say Atlus doesn't want to cannibalize the potential sales of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax on the Switch. But no, because, like, if you release Persona 4 Golden on the Switch, then now make people... That will rubber band off each game to get people to try and play Persona 4 Golden in order to know more about Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which is canon, but I'm not going to play it until I play Persona 3, because of course, my chat's been telling me Persona 3 spoilers are in Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, so I have to play Persona 3, and if Persona 3 comes to the Switch, that'd be good. Like, yo, can you imagine a double pack? Alright, I'm getting hyped. Oh, man, but I feel that those predictions are in line. I know a bunch of you guys are going to ask me, but what about Metroid Prime 4? Bro, that game's as much I want that game so badly. I want them to reveal and talk more about that game so badly. Hey, maybe, just maybe. I don't know. But Breath of the Wild 2, though. Breath of the Wild 2. Alright, so let me know what you think and what you expect to see at this Nintendo Direct tomorrow. And I will see you guys live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Nintendo Direct HMK Reaction Hype Party. So until then, this has been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.